All right. Good day, everyone. Good evening, everyone, from wherever you're listening to us. Welcome to today's live session hosted by Authorite Integrated. Um, Authorite Integrated is an AWS partner here in Nigeria. We help private and public companies build cloud-based solution on AWS cloud. So today we're talking about something interesting on how to use AWS credits to help ourselves as startup to begin um, our begin building without having an heavy cost. So before we move any further, I would like to introduce myself and the speaker. So my name is Ayomekun Ayobami, and I'm a solution engineer at Authority Integrated. And today I'll be the moderator for this session. And with me, I have Mr. Akondeolale Kontoyi, who is also a solution engineer at Authority Integrated, who has helped businesses, startups apply for credit and build cost-efficient system on the cloud. So, Mr. Akonde, are you there?
Yes, good evening, everyone. My name is Akondelale Kontohib. I'm a solutions engineer here at Authorite Integrated. I'm happy to be here.
Okay, so for our agenda for today, so before we move further, I would like to just prepare our mind on what we are going to be hearing from our speaker today. So, in the next 30 to 40 minutes, we will learn how AWS credit can reduce our costs, the tools we can use on AWS Cloud, and how to stretch our credits like a pro. So, before we move any further, I would like us to go to the comment section to tell us our name and where we are chatting from. So I'll be going through the second comment section now. Please just mention your name on the comment section and tell us where you are chatting from, please. So I can see Emirates 52. He said, "Welcome, sir." Emirates, where are you chatting from, please? Okay, not to wait too much of our time. We'll just jump straight in. So, Mr. Akonde, can you just take it over, please?
Hi, good evening once again. As I said, my name is Akondelale Kontohib. I'm a solutions engineer here at Authorite Integrated, where we build custom solutions for companies. We are AWS partner, advanced partner, and we've been doing a lot of stuff this year. And part of our initiative is to educate businesses, startups on how they can leverage AWS credits to scale up their businesses. I'll be sharing my screen now to just show the agenda that I have for this call. Can you confirm if you can see my screen?
You can't see your screen yet. Okay, I'm holding.
Mm,
Okay, you can
yes.
see your screen.
So on how AWS credits can help startups begin without heavy costs. So we have four agendas. We are going to explain the startup cloud challenge, and we are going to explain how understanding the AWS credits ecosystem, and we are going to explain how to maximize the credit value, and also how authorized integrated can help you accelerate your journey in getting the credits. So first off, in this era now, the two big stuff in the tech ecosystem now is AI and cloud, right? If you are building anything on in AI, you are going to build it on the cloud. We There was an announcement I think 2 weeks ago where OpenAI partnered with AWS. That's because they need their resources. So most of the companies nowadays, AI companies, other companies, fintech, everybody is now building on on the cloud. You already know that the most used cloud is AWS. So I'll start with a shocking number. I don't know if anybody here knows that for an average Series A startup, they spend up to 50,000 to 100,000 annually on cloud infrastructure. And that's a lot of money for a startup, a Series A company to spend 100K annually on cloud infra, right? Even that may be more than startups have maybe 10 employees, 20. That amount may be more than all of the employees' salary. But you don't need to pay that. You don't need to pay up to $100,000 annually on cloud infrastructure if you know how to get credits, right? And for startups, if you don't know how to get credits, you have to spend those amounts because you need enterprise grade infrastructure to compete in the market. And you need your solution to scale up seamlessly when you maybe immediately after a marketing program, a marketing event, maybe that you just need to market your company. You need to scale up. You can't use all those $20 VPS that we use in the past to host your stores. It is not advisable. Now you need the amount. You need a lot of money to properly set up your infrastructure on any cloud, on AWS, right? Or even on any cloud provider. For example of cost scenario might be maybe you spend $500 to $1,000 on EC2 instances every month, RDS, SPD, maybe 300 to 500 on them, then load balancers and all those stuff. All of these infrastructures they cost a lot of money, and also there will be some hidden cost that you don't even know about, which amounts to all of these 50,000 to 100,000 that I've said before. That's the challenge that most of these startups have. Where will they see 100,000 annually to spend on cloud infra? So most of startups they just go with the minimum resources they can afford. They don't scale to they don't think beyond the scope of their business anymore because they don't have the amount to fund their dream, right? They'll have to reduce the resources because they don't have the money. And that's the challenge most startup face. Now we have AWS credits, right? AWS credits are essentially vouchers that you can use to pay your AWS bill dollar for dollar, right? You don't need to buy, you don't need to use your card on AWS to pay for any infra. Once they give you this credit, it's as if AWS is giving you free money to build on their platform. Now it takes off the cost from you. You only need to focus on building cool stuffs. You are not restricted. You are not there's no constraints for you. You can think outside the box. You can test, right? Because if you don't have money, you cannot test. You just go live. You just test with some minimum resources. So and these credits they have multiple ways. There are multiple ways of getting them, right? A lot of ways. The main program is called AWS Activate, which is a flagship program for startups. We are now in the part two, which is understanding the AWS credits ecosystem, right? So we have the flagship program, which is called AWS Activate. So in this AWS Activate, there are two tiers. We have the Activate Founders Package, and we also have the Activate Portfolio Package, right? For this Founders Package, it's just you giving AWS, telling them about your ideas, the problem you are going to solve, and all those stuff. And they are going to give you up to $1,000 in AWS credits, right? That's the money. $1,000 is a lot of money that you can use just to start up your idea, right? But there is one called Activate Portfolio Package, which from this package, AWS can give you up to $100,000 in AWS credits to build their platform. That's a lot of free money for you to scale up whatever you are building, to test, to actively test, to think outside the box, to do try and error. But there are also other Reddit sources, right? We have a lot of accelerator programs, YC accelerator programs, Techstars, a lot of competitions, AWS hackathons, startup competitions, etc. And we also have what is called partner provided credits, which is where we come in as an AWS partner, authorized integrated, because partners have access to credit programs that are not available directly to the masses, and partner have stack of credits from multiple sources. So in this partner provided credits, we can give you partners can give you credits. Now, those are the ways for you that you can get free money, which is the AWS credit. It is free money for you to build on AWS. But you can't just get this free money. You can't just go to AWS and say, okay, AWS, so I need 100,000, give me. No, you need there will be some qualifications. What qualifies you to earn those credits? One of it is the age of the company. Most of the programs that I've mentioned above, the AWS Activate, hackathons, accelerator programs, competitions, etc. They require less than 10 years. Some require less than 5 years. So your startup should be less than 5 years, 10 years. And the funding stage is the second qualification. We have different tiers for proceed through Series B, and the previous credits usage, right? Which is how much have you spent in the past. They check your AWS account so that they know how much they will give you. If you are spending $200 per month, it will be a waste to give you $50,000 that will expire in 2 years because you'll not be able to use it. That's a waste. So they check the previous credits usage. There may be some geographic restrictions. Some programs are region specific. All of the programs that I've mentioned above. I also have the industry focus, right? Are you into healthcare or fintech, AI and ML? Of course, in this era, this 2025, we are moving to 2026. If your startup is in AI, right, you are very likely to get credits, right? So, and most of these credits they expire in 1 or 2 years. You have to use it. You cannot use it to purchase some things on the marketplace, right? You can only pay for AWS services. You cannot transfer it, you cannot sell it. You have to use it for what you get it for. And most of the time, you cannot combine credit from multiple sources, right? And they will bill you from these credits. You don't need to pay any money. It's just like they are giving you free um money. Before I continue, do we have any question? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, sir. So if you have any questions, let's drop it in the comment section, please. So Mr. Tunde can attend to it.
I think there is no question. Right, so that's that. But I will move to the third part, which is how to maximize the credits. Right, you have an idea, you started it as a startup, you need money, you get the credits. But how will you use this credits strategically so that you won't waste it? Right, because using this credit strategically is where the real value lies. It's like an opportunity to build infrastructure that you actually need, not the one that you can afford. You have a lot of credits now, so you can think outside the box, build, do test runs, and a lot of stuff, right? So for the foundations, you need to know how to configure your infrastructure, right? A very good infrastructure reduces cost. You need to follow the best practices. For example, let's use EC2 for example. You don't start with you can start with three medium instances and scale as needed. Don't start with a higher instance that will cost you a lot of stuff. For RDS databases, you don't start with multi-AZ deployments from day one, right? You can start with just a single AZ. S3 is infinite scale. You only pay for what you use. CloudFront, you don't start with CloudFront because you don't need it yet. And just start with normal hosting where people in your area, your target audience can use your solution. So the way you structure, the way you configure your infrastructure maximizes the the real value of the credits. So you need to learn about the services and know what to do and when to do it, which is also where we come in. AWS personnel will have experts who can help you with your solution, your configuration, setting up the perfect infrastructure that will reduce your cost. And while reducing your cost, it will not reduce the value you are giving out to the people. Before I continue to the fourth agenda, which is how we authorized integrated can accelerate your journey, there is a marketing video that will have Mr. Ayabami.
Yeah, Mr. Akai. So thank you for all you said. What you said is really insightful. You talked about how startup can apply for the AWS credit, how startup the best infrastructure to use. You need to start small, then scale as you grow, and um, different industries from fintech to AI and how they can apply, how we can partner as our company, Authorized Integrated can partner with you as a startup to get this credit to kickstart your startups. So you also talked about the need for knowing the right infrastructure to use, where you're supposed to use maybe a small instance. You are not using like a big instance, so you blow out your credit and you actually maximize the credit. How instead of using a single availability zone, you're using a multi AZ strategy. So these are like ways on how you can maximize the credit given to you by AWS, and there are different categories or different level you may fit in for this particular credit, because some people may need so much credit and some may just need little, and this credit expires. We also talked about how these credits cannot be transferred or cannot be sold to some other people, things like that. So you only have to use it. So before we move on, we are going to play. We're going to go on a commercial break. So I'm going to play a video for us. This is um, like a video on how Iterate Integrated can help small businesses with websites and things like that. So
Hello, do you have a business and it doesn't have an online presence? I mean, you don't have any presence online? Oh, Authority Integrated has a good news for you. We are currently doing our business visibility program and we're giving free websites to small businesses to get you started on cloud computing. All you just need to do is to email us at info@authorityintegrated.com or check our website at www.authorityintegrated.com. See you at the top. Bye.
okay, welcome back, everyone. So the video we just watched now is a professional video by Authority Integrated, where we're offering our websites design services to businesses that don't have online presence. So if you are like a new business, a small business, SMB, that you don't have any website online, you don't have any online presence, you can reach out to us at info@authorityintegrated.com. We can help you build this website and help you with your online presence. So, Mr. Kondi, are you still with us?
Yes, yes. So,
Um,
thank you.
so,
Apart from, okay, continue, carry on.
so I would just like to say, if you are here listening to us, you can just kindly drop your name, your location, where you are streaming from. So let us know if you are streaming from Lagos, you are streaming from Abuja, anywhere apart. Even if you are streaming from outside Nigeria, please drop it in the comment section. So, Mr. Akoni, carry on.
Okay. So, apart from the online visibility that we give you, right? As a startup, we are we can help you accelerate your journey with AWS credits. So, as an AWS partner, we are not just another consultancy where you can just consult us on how to set up your infra, right? We are a gateway to credit and optimization that you simply can't access on your own, right? You can ask all these opportunities, can't you apply for it yourself? Yes, you can, right? But will you get all the credits you are eligible for? And will you use them optimally, right? Do you know the value? Will you use them the way you're supposed to use them? And will you build the right architecture the first time? Won't you be in technical depth? And can you afford to figure this through trial and error? So that's where we come in, right? We have exclusive credit access through partner exclusive programs where we have access to AWS partner network credit pools, stack of multiple credit sources legally through our partnership with AWS. We have special programs for specific industries and use cases. We also have fast track approval for Activate portfolio tier because we are going through an AWS partner, not just a partner, a trusted partner that is doing well in the AWS ecosystem. We help you with the credit consultancy, right? We access your startup's eligibility across all programs. We create a roadmap for you from 1,000 to 100 to 500 in total that we can get for you. And timely applications it's required for your business. You don't want to wait 3 months, 4 months before your application gets approved. We handle all your paperwork and also handle all your follow-ups. And beyond these credits, getting you credits, we help you with the architectural review and optimization. We help you with the SOW reviews. We help you get the right document in the right format, which will fast track your application to get those credits. So we have a lot of success stories. Novas, we got credits for them. Sandbox, we got credits for them. A lot of success stories that we have. So you need to choose us. You don't need to. You can go directly, right? But to fast track it and to get the right amount of credits, you need to choose authorized integrated. We'll identify at least $10,000 in available credits or cost savings in our first assessment, and the consultation is free. So most clients sees the ROI within the first month just from the credits we help them secure. So before we open the floor for questions, I will leave you with this. Every day, you are not optimizing your cloud spend, and maximizing credits is money bond. So whether you work with us or not, start this journey today. But if you want a partner who is done with hundreds of times, who has access to exclusive programs, and who can compress months of learning into weeks of execution, we are the right partner for you. So this will be the end of the series, and we are now open to questions.
Okay, guys. Thank you, Mr. Akonde. Thank you for the insightful session. Thank you for sharing with us how AWS Credit can help startups begin without every cost. Thank you on giving us like the roadmap on how to apply for this credit. So for our viewers, if you have any questions for Mr. Akonde, please let's ask in the comment section, please. So if you're a startup, a small business in any industry or sector, fintech, AI, edtech, e-commerce, that that want to apply for this AWS credit, the best way to apply is through an AWS partner like us, Authorized Integrated. So you can easily reach us at info at authorizedintegrated.com. I'm coming out to drop it in the comment section. Info at authorizedintegrated.com would reply to you. And Mr. Akon, did you have any other thing to say?
Nothing. No.
Okay, guys. So thank you for joining. Follow us on all our social media platform, X, LinkedIn. We post more updates and things like that. So also for businesses that don't have online presence, you need websites. You can reach us at this email as well. So we offer free websites for businesses and things like that. So thank you. See you guys again later.